Hey gang, Tony here, and this is, of course, one of my favorite kinds of videos to make. It's when I finally get to reveal something that I've been working on. I have been kind of keeping this one secret. My Candy Corn Apocalypse Army, the Halloween Club, if you're part of that, I would have given you a couple of sneak peeks of what I'm about to show you. Everyone else has no idea, except that I've been saying I have a Creepshow item coming up. So, finally, without further ado, I can finally show you what... finally? Should I say finally 5 more times? Why not? Finally, I'm going to show you the magnet I've been working on. So, I'm going to actually cut away to show you the magnet itself, because I have kind of... it's hard to see in this lighting. It is Upson Pratt from Creepshow. So cut away, take a look at the close-up, have an Upson Pratt face covered with some of the beetles and roaches that come out of his mouth in Creepshow. Of course, if you're familiar with the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And I decided to go, I played around with a bunch of different color schemes for this guy, and ultimately I decided to paint his face in black and white, and then do the cockroaches in red so that they would pop a little bit, but then also to kind of get that red and blue Creepshow aesthetic that you see a lot of the time. I decided to put a little bit of a highlight on one side of his face in blue. That might be kind of hard to see in the video that you're looking at. Actually, the video might be over now, and you might be looking at me. I don't know. It could be pretty hard to see because natural lighting sometimes washes out blue, but trust me, there is half of his face is blue, which kind of contrasts with the red really nice. So I'm pretty happy with the way these came out. I'm trying to keep things away from my cat as she's rampaging over the table here. So you might remember, I'm not done, there's more. There is more. And this is the really exciting thing for me because I've been playing around with this idea for quite a while, trying to decide how exactly I wanted to implement it, and eventually I decided to do what I'm about to show you. So you might remember earlier in the year I was talking about how I'm going to try to start making slightly more interactive products, kind of more like toys and maybe a little bit of the like 80s and 90s gross out thing that we are all familiar with if we grew up in the 80s and 90s. So of course the first slightly interactive thing that I did was I had an accessory that came with my Glop figure. You guys saw that. That was the last sale, where he has the Jason head on a stick and you can take it in and out of the hand. I'm going to be doing more stuff like that as well, but for the Creepshow item, I'm going to just show you what I have here because it's a whole package. I decided to make a... this is the first time I've done any kind of packaging before. So I decided to go ahead and make a package. As you can see, I was kind of inspired by this sort of deal. Like the old kind of cheap looking toys that you would get in like a dollar store or the convenience marts. They would always have the things hanging on the shelf that you could pick up for $1 or $2. So I was kind of inspired by that, and I decided to even get one of the little hang tag punchers so we could get the hang tag on there. So I made a label. It's called Upson Pratt's Bug Bag. As you can see, I also include a little area where I'm going to number them and give a little initial. I'll also number and initial the magnets themselves. This is PT for prototype, so this is 1 out of 1 prototypes, because of course things always change a little bit when I go from here to the final product. And on the back I have the directions, and yes, there are directions, because as I said, this is interactive. So what do you get? You get the limited edition packaging, you get the Upson Pratt magnet, which will be signed and numbered along with the packaging, and you get Upson Pratt's bug bag right there. So what the directions would tell you to do is, number one, this is not really meant for long-term storage, the bug bag part of it, I wouldn't necessarily suggest leaving that in there long term. The reason I say that is because it is water soluble. So here's the deal. I stapled both sides here so that it would be easy to just kind of pull the staple off. I tried this myself. As long as you have a fingernail, you can kind of pull the staple out, take the label off. This bag is not sealed, so you can just kind of scoop in, grab out the bag, and then if you want to display this in the packaging, you could just put the staple, re-staple it, and you're good to go. If you prefer to take the magnet out, put on the fridge, and like just save the label on the side, you could do that too. But the reason that I want you to take this guy out is because what you're going to do, and this is the best part, what you're going to do is you're going to get a nice big warm bowl of water, and you're going to throw that bag, this bag here, the one inside, you're going to put that entire thing in the water. Yes, the bag and everything. You put the whole thing in the water. And it takes about 20 to 30 seconds, but what you're going to notice is that this bag will first start kind of like filling with air a little bit and getting a little kind of puffed up. And then it's a water-soluble bag, so eventually the water eats through and reaches the green fuzzy stuff in there. And then that turns into a bunch of foam and stuff. It's basically like a bath bomb. And inside there are a couple little gross surprises. I'm sure you could figure out what the surprises are based on the title. Upson Pratt's Bug Bag. But yeah, it's just a little cool, fun, gross out kind of addition to the whole package. I thought it was really neat. I got the idea initially from, I don't know if you guys remember, I think they were called the trash bag bunch, yeah, I'm pretty sure a trash bag bunch, and they were basically mystery items that came in like an opaque trash bag. And they were little figures, and you would throw the whole thing in, and it would fuzz, it would dissolve, and all the foam would come out, and you'd get your little figure. Initially, I wanted to do exactly that. I was going to make little mystery figures that I would then put inside the thing. I decided I didn't really like the mystery idea for my stuff, so I just went with that. Anyway, so there you have it, Upson Pratt's Bug Bag. I'm incredibly excited about this. I hope you guys are excited about it too. What I hope, Luna, hey, come on. What I hope happens is that some of you guys do some videos throwing the bags in the water so we can all watch. I am not going to show video of it because I want it to be a little bit of a surprise and, not completely give it away what it looks like and what's inside. But yeah, so I'm so excited about this. I really hope you guys like this idea and are all in for it. So give it about 3 weeks or so. I'm still completing. Unfortunately, it's been raining here for the past like 4 or 5 days. As soon as it gets dry out again, I've been waiting so I could go. I have to just spray paint the base coats of all of the magnets and all of the killer clowns that are coming up for the next sale, and the sticks for the trick-or-treat lollipops. I started doing those, but then it started raining. So once I get those base coats, I'm gonna, hey Luna, come on, I'm gonna start working on the actual paint jobs of everything, and I'll start casting off the trick-or-treat lollipops, and that'll be the sale. Trick-or-treat lollipops, killer clown leftovers, and the Upson Pratt's Bug Bags. Yeah! Alright guys, let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will probably post some pictures and stuff eventually here, but I wanted to show you on YouTube first. Alright, breathe deep in the night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.